working. It doesn't look very clear. Hold on, let me see if I can clean it up. There we go. Now it looks a little bit clearer. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be sitting by the window. All right. Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you mid-October. Welcome, Gemini, to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your mid-October 2024 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Gemini, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. I'm showing you these cards because Queen of Swords is air sign. Typically Libra, but could be Gemini as well. So maybe this is for Gemini female. Doesn't have to be. And I showed you the Lovers because that is the Gemini card. So there could be here something about a choice. It seems like the mid-month is all about knowing exactly what you want. And this is, I mean, in general, not just for your sign. Knowing what you want and kind of like not standing firm, but it's just like there's almost like a certainty, like this is what it is, this is what I want. There's no more of this I don't know, maybe, and whatnot. There's almost like a strong intuitive impulse to move towards and only accept truly what is the best. Not the best, like the best for you, is what I mean. Okay, let's go. You have the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a water sign, have it in your chart, whatever the case may be. But this could be a situation where there's a lot of emotions involved. There's love here. Currently, you have the Ace of Pentacles, so possibly a new opportunity in regards to finances. For me, sometimes this card can mean solidifying a relationship or getting back on track, but in a more serious note, because it's a pentacle. It's more grounded. Anonymous guy, happy birthday, shimmy, shimmy. It's actually my middle daughter's birthday today, too. So, happy birthday. You have the King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo energy as your challenge. So far you have two kings showing up. Maybe this is for both male and females. Reading, like it can go either way. Even though it tends to go either way, but sometimes the energy is stronger than the other. King of Wands is the challenge. You could be dealing with an individual who they themselves don't know what they want. The King of Wands in a negative sense could be somebody who is just like, I do what I want. I'm here for fun. Just somebody who is, could even be aggressive at times. So aggressive in what they want, but not in a positive sense. Now, it could also be that the challenge is to be a little more assertive or have a plan, because in this deck here, Funsky. I'm not doing personal readings, but just based on the three cards that just showed up, I am going to say yes. You have two kings here. So I don't know if that was a serious question or not, but there. And then there's the Ace of Pentacles, so this offer. Anyway, moving on. You have the Seven of Cups in the foundation. So there's a little bit of like, yeah, what is it? What do I want? Because this is about options. This is about choosing the right option for you, because there's so many choices here. Not all of them are the best choice. So this can be a little bit of feeling confused, maybe emotionally overwhelmed, having options. And there is some sort of opportunity here with this Ace of Pentacles. In the past, you have the Five of Swords. So maybe dealing with a situation where you felt defeated, or there was mind games, a situation that maybe you didn't trust. Now, for some of you, it could be that somebody, whether this is you or somebody else, I don't know, kind of just taking a situation and just taking it wherever they want it to go, regardless if somebody is getting screwed over or hurt or whatever the case may be. This can be a card of self-sabotage for some. So on your mind, you have the Queen of Swords. There she is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius does not have to be an air sign. It could be somebody who is, excuse me, somebody who's a little bit bitter, maybe acting cold. Because the Queen of Swords really sees through BS, okay? Because she's been hurt too many times, so she has a guard up. You know, she's taken off her rose-colored glasses. Hey, how are you? I'm not doing personal readings, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm doing the sign of Gemini, though. You can check out my other videos where I do other signs. So I've already done Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. And Capricorn and Aries have a bonus reading as well. Your outcome is the Two of Swords. Interesting. Another sign had gotten the Two of Swords, I believe. So the Two of Swords is a stalemate here. So we'll see. Let's take out these oracle cards that I shuffled earlier. You have Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I'm okay, Braxton. Thanks for asking. Sorry, this is blinding you guys. You have Palm Tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, or restraint. Okay, so it seems like to me that this seems to be the general energy for almost all of the readings. There seems to be an energy or a phase of more stability coming in, of things going in the right direction, of things expanding, a little bit of allowing, I don't know what the word is, not better energies, but just allowing yourself to experience something better than the current cycle that you've been in. Which could have been a cycle of codependency, could have been a cycle of addiction, of possession, controlling. There might have been a restraint or a block. So what's at the bottom of the deck? Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, and falling in love. So for some, like I said in the beginning, this can be about starting a new cycle where there's more permanence, where there's more stability. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at this King of Cups. The Devil, Capricorn energy, Page of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. For some of you, this is kind of like having the devil in your ear. Right? Look at how he's trying to convince these youngsters, okay? And they're young because I feel like this is more symbolizing a little bit of a youthful, maybe even a little more innocent energy. But it's not just like completely innocent, because there's still like this awareness and a possibility to choose right from wrong. Okay, and he's trying to convince them with anything that might allure them, which can have to do with addiction, right? So this card can also have to do with fear. Okay, it's not just like, oh, addiction and obsession. You have the Page of Wands, which has to do with communication. For some, maybe this is you or another person, somebody who was, I'm not going to say living in the now, but kind of like just fulfilling their desires temporarily. And then the Eight of Swords, and then feeling trapped for it. For some, this is probably not for anybody, but it could be that you might be dealing with an individual who is possibly incarcerated with this Eight of Swords. Anyway, what I was getting, though, is that devil on the shoulder kind of thing. Notice how she's feeling trapped here, and there's this bird kind of like telling her that this is a self-made prison, this feeling trapped and whatnot. Okay, what is this Ace of Pentacles? Because that's in your current energy. Hello. Six of Wands, victory, success, attention, Eight of Cups. So making a choice, right? After the Seven of Cups, making a choice and moving towards that. So there's something here that you're emotionally leaving behind. And the Temperance and being patient. You know, this is something that you want. I feel like for some of you, either you're taking a break from something, or, you know, it also feels like taking a break from certain activities or behaviors. Maybe there's something here where it felt good, but it wasn't fulfilling. And what I mean by that, like I said previously, like fulfilling temporary desires, they're just not fulfilling. It's kind of like if you're on a diet and the goal is to, I don't know, get healthier or lose weight or something like this. But in the moment you're like, man, I just want to give into that, I don't know, that big bowl of pasta. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. Or like, I want to eat all of the cookies in the cookie jar. And so there is some discipline that's required for that, right? So you don't give in to that because your mind is on the end goal, on what is actually going to benefit you. This doesn't have to be you, could be somebody you're dealing with. However, it seems like you or an individual you're dealing with is like, yeah, whatever, you know what? You live once, you're going to die anyway, and I should love me for me, and others should accept me for me. I'm going to eat the whole cookie jar. And then in the end, it's really not benefiting you at all. Does that make sense? So I feel like there's a bit of detachment from that type of energy to balance yourself out more. Interesting that I say that, because in this card of the Temperance, of tempering, right? Tempering certain desires or tempering, whatever, you know what I mean? And kind of being patient with yourself and how things are going. There's cupcakes right here. There's one over here on the floor, and she's just more concerned with balancing herself out. And she's also very aware. This is not kind of like, oh, I'm doing this and woe is me and whatever. This is like somebody who's like, no, I need to do this. I need to do this for myself. There's some maturity in here. Or some growth is what I want to say. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet of you. EA, I'm not doing personal readings. I'm so sorry. I'm doing just the sign of Gemini right now. But I do have other live streams that are up that may be able to answer your question. So this is actually really nice. I was not expecting a reading like this. All the readings actually for this month have been surprising me. What is this King of Wands? Eight of Wands. Okay, so movement, communication, things moving quickly. The Empress, which is about growth, expansion. This is the feminine energy, like the one for the masculine. She also represents pregnancy, abundance, if I didn't say that already. And the World card, so a completion of a cycle. This could be closures. This could be, closing off a cycle from a journey that you've been on. And then the Fool card. So taking a leap of faith, starting anew. But it's clarifying the card that is the challenge. So what's going on? For some of you, you've held back, or somebody has held back from something that had the potential to grow. There is a new version of this King of Wands trying to emerge. And I'm going to say this because normally in the Rider-Waite deck, the World card is an individual who is in the nude. And, I mean, she's a little bit covered. And she's within a wreath. And the wreath is actually supposed to kind of represent the womb. And she's coming out of the womb. She, he, whatever. It is coming out of the womb as a new individual because it's the last card of the Major Arcana. Has gone through a journey, has gone through challenges, has gone through happy times, has learned lessons, and got to know themselves. And the Empress is exactly that. So Empress with this World card can even represent like giving birth. So of a new version, because it's clarifying the King of Wands, of the King of Wands. Does not have to be a fire sign, but it can represent what the King of Wands represents, which is somebody with a plan, will take action, will make effort. Because it's Wands. Wands is about labor, desire, passion. Not bad, not bad. All right, what is the Seven of Cups? You're a Cancer. I will be doing Cancer actually after this video, so stay tuned. Okay, you have the Knight of Wands, the Fool card, and then the Hanged Man, the Ten of Wands. So something has become increasingly difficult to bear or has become a burden. But the Ten of Wands that's here at the bottom of the deck, this is basically the last wand. So it's kind of like, it's about crossing the finish line. It's going up that hill. She's tired, she's exhausted. This cat is in her ear. Notice how the theme here is something telling you. I would be very surprised if the High Priestess doesn't show up because she's been showing up in every single reading and I don't see it here yet. So this could be your intuition, like just kind of like go there. This there's something new here for you. A new way of experiencing the same situation, you know, or a new experience. Like there's a different situation. I don't know. It's different for everyone. Because you can't go into a tarot reading and thinking like, oh yeah, this is set in stone. This is like word. It doesn't necessarily work like that. It could apply on different levels, and it could apply to people differently. So, for example, if you're listening to a tarot card reading and it's saying, yeah, you know, you have a new job coming in. It could be that you have a new job coming in. But let's say you like the job that you're in and you're like, well, I don't really care about that. It could just mean that there is a new opportunity at work or a new experience at work. Maybe the new experience is that you were doing your work, but nobody really, you just did your work. Nobody really said anything to you. But the new experience is now you're being appreciated. You're being recognized. And it could be anything like small. It doesn't have to be something huge. But there's a little bit of a difference there. You get what I'm saying? Which then that will propel you to maybe in the next 2 months you get a promotion, or you get a raise, or you get another responsibility that shows everyone that you're capable. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't always have to be like, oh, it's something brand new and this is absolutely leaving your life. No, not necessarily, So let's keep going on. So clarifying this 7 of Cups that's in your foundation. It's happening, all of this is happening because of either wanting to make some sort of choice that makes you feel happier or more fulfilled. There's a desire for this. There's wanting to take that leap of faith. But the Hanged Man is here. So there's almost like a bit of a pause. Maybe even of getting some sort of awareness, because the Hanged Man can represent that. So there might be something that's here, but you're just like, you know what? Let me take my time. Let me think about this. I don't know. Maybe there's something here that you have to detach from. You or somebody else, okay? Like I said. And detach from, like I said, could be a million things. It could be something that feels like a restraint, a block, something that's controlling your life. Like, think about it. It doesn't have to be, oh, this person is controlling my life. No. It could be your attitude towards a situation. Let's say there's something that you're experiencing, and the way that you react to the situation is, I don't know, like, oh, this always happens to me constantly, whatever. The change could be experiencing that situation and not saying that anymore. Maybe saying like, okay, well, that's messed up and it sucks that I'm constantly experiencing this. I'm going to do better for myself, or I'm going to react in a different way, like in a healthier way, in a way that actually benefits you. You get what I'm saying? You're going to look at the cookie jar and be like, man, those cookies look really delicious. But not today, Satan. Not today. Let's see. What is the 5 of Swords in the past? You have the 2 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the 7 of Wands. So things were a little bit up in the air. There could have been a lot going on. There could have been like juggling multiple things, or maybe people, I don't know what you're dealing with. How do I change this? Hold on a second. I fixed it. Okay. balancing things out, because things have been very up and down, high and low, and there is an opportunity here. In the past, there was either some sort of reconciliation or an opportunity to, you know, start anew or whatever. But the Seven of Wands is here, which is standing your ground. It could be pushing something away. There's, like I said, there's a bit of a change in the way you approach something. Maybe a lesson learned. I don't know. Queen of Swords is on your mind, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles could have to do with long-term wealth, family, maybe what it is that you're trying to achieve that is something beneficial in the long run. You know, something that's going to stay. Five of Wands, conflict, arguments, disagreements, competition. And the Knight of Pentacles, so moving slowly here. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's here is, this what's on your mind, whether this is you or maybe this is another person. Somebody here is confident that something could be worked out. And this Queen of Swords is really standing firm, but is not taking bullshit, like I said. Hey, I'm not doing personal readings. I'm just doing the sign of Gemini right now. Although I do have other zodiac signs up for the mid-month of October. I will be starting personal readings sometime sooner than later. I just don't know exactly when. Like I would need the time for that. I need to actually organize how many I can take and whatnot. If it's going to be free, if it's going to be charged, and blah, blah, blah. And I did Aries Priya, so do check it out. I also have a bonus reading for Aries as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the Two of Swords, because that's the outcome. Oh, okay, awesome. You're welcome. Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Cups. Okay. So this pause, this break, this stalemate with the Two of Swords, there is a bit of uncertainty, because the Four of Cups can represent a card of somebody who's not accepting this new thing that's being presented, because they're very focused on what's here, as opposed to thinking positively that this other thing that's coming in is much different, this cycle, this whatever this is. Notice how this individual, which kind of looks like the Page of Cups, I don't see him here, presenting this, which can be an apology, could be like good news, whatever it is, but this guy is just more focused on what's here and kind of like thinking this is probably the same thing, or I don't see this right now, I don't have time right now. So that's why this card sometimes can also represent a missed opportunity, but I feel like he's just more focused on that. Now, with that being said, there's something that's turning around, because you have the Wheel of Fortune. So in a moment of feeling either left out in the cold, or just the sense of lack, because that's what the Five of Pentacles is a sense of lack of money, lack of support, lack of health, lack of whatever, okay? This card, though, can be positive because there's refuge here. There's a warm place for them to stay. There's probably food there. There's probably a bed where they can rest and recover. But they're out here. Now, this can be about a partnership, a love relationship, whatever the case may be, that seems to have good luck on its side. There's a bit of a risk to take here. And I'm saying risk because you might be looking at what happened in the past. Like the Four of Cups. Look at what's this. How do I know this is not going to be the same thing? Same cycle. So this Two of Swords is kind of a bit of like ignoring all of this. Because there's a choice. There's a bit of a hesitation, maybe a guard up because you're wounded. But the Nine of Wands also represents perseverance. Look, and then you have the Ten of Cups. This is harmony. This is kind of like the happily ever after card. And then the Justice. So fairness, balancing things out, working things out. All right, let's take out another card here. You have Coffee Cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And you have the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow, transform your life. What I feel is over here is the cycle of the past. Is what feels like is over. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Virgo energy here. Again, it doesn't have to be these signs. This could be a work situation with the Eight of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. You have the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of introspection here. Really thinking things through. On thinking logically, but also using your heart. It's not just like, oh, what makes sense just logically. There's logic, there's head and heart being implemented into a particular decision that you're making or that somebody is making. You have the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands, which the Six of Cups can represent authentic emotions, something that's real. You know, it can represent innocence, children, the past, nostalgia. And the Four of Wands represents home, a sense of belonging, a homecoming. So leaving things in the past, there might be some sort of regret. But I feel like there is either communication, whether it's an apology, whether it's somebody saying, I love you, I'm thinking about you, like this card said here. There could be a little bit of uncertainty on how the other person is going to react, how they're going to receive the message. If it's going to be a disaster, or if it's going to be an argument, because I have the Knight of Swords here in the Tower. But I feel like somebody here has their heart open to invest and work together and put in effort with something here. I feel like these readings have been pretty much the same. So Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated with the reading, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm sorry for the noise. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.